This episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you are a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddex.com. Use code CinemaGold for 10% off your first order.
Welcome to the Cinema Gold Podcast with your host, Larry Leese. Come join us as Cinema Gold dives into the latest Hollywood films and news.
Welcome to an all-new episode of the Cinema Gold Podcast. I'm your host, Larry Leese. Today we're breaking down the latest news and television and film. Our first topic is the CW network announcing they are rebooting the sci-fi series The 4400. The CW network continues finding shows to reboot. They just recently launched a reboot of Walker, Texas Ranger, and now the network has turned their attention to the series The 4400. The sci-fi series originally aired on USA Network. The reboot is bringing on Ariana Jackson to write and executive produce. CBS Studios will be producing the reboot. The original 4400 starred Joel Grech, Jacqueline McKenzie, Jeffrey Combs, Conchita Campbell, and helped launch Mashallah Ali into stardom. It premiered on USA Network and managed to run for 44 episodes within 4 seasons and ended in 2007. According to CBS and CW, the 4400's reboot, the series, is about 4,400 overlooked, undervalued, or otherwise marginalized people who vanished without a trace over the last 100 years, and they're all returned in an instant, having not aged a day, and with no memory of what happened to them. As the government races to analyze the potential threat and contain the story, the 4400 themselves must grapple with the fact that they've been returned with a few upgrades, and the increasingly likelihood that they were all brought back for a specific reason. The 4400 reboot is just one of a handful of announcements the CW made today. They've also ordered a pilot for a live-action Powerpuff Girls reboot. Yeah, what could go wrong with that one? Hey, if you're doing the Powerpuff Girls, can we get a Dexter live-action? There's also a pilot coming for DC Comics series Naomi. And they've also announced renewals of fan favorites including The Flash, Batwoman, Legends of Tomorrow, and recent reboots, Walker, Charmed, as well as the Vampire Diaries spin-off Legacies. What are your thoughts about the CW rebooting the 4400? Were you a fan of the original series on USA? Let us know on Twitter at CinemaGold2, or send us a voice message at 682-305-0483. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark is a service that allows you to connect to the internet through an encrypted tunnel to ensure your online privacy and protect your sensitive data. So when it comes to surfing the internet and you want to be protected, check out Surfshark. You can find out more at twashingtonledger.com/surfshark. Right now they are offering 83% off and 3 months free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So check out twashingtonledger.com/surfshark. Our next topic is AARP The Magazine's annual Movies for Grown-Ups Awards has announced their nominees. The top nominees include The Trial of the Chicago 7, One Night in Miami, The Five Bloods, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and Minari, Aaron Sorkin's The Trial of the Chicago 7, Spike Lee's The Five Bloods led all films with 6 nominations in the 15 film categories, and followed by Regina King's One Night in Miami and George C. Wolfe's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom with 5. Of the films nominated, only Chicago 7 and One Night were nominated for Best Movie for Grown-Ups, along with Nomadland, Minari, and The U.S. vs. Billie Holiday. The Five Bloods received nominations for Best Director, Spike Lee, Best Actor, Delroy Lindo, Best Supporting Actor, Clark Peters, and Best Ensemble. Other films that were conspicuously missing from the Best Movie category included David Fincher's Mank, Florian Zeller's The Father, Paul Greengrass's News of the World. All of them were nominated in other categories. The AARP Magazine Awards even added categories for TV and streaming, handing nominations to Perry Mason, Ted Lasso, The Crown, Small Axe, Unorthodox, and The Queen's Gambit. Winners will be announced on March 4th. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Cinema Gold Podcast. Join us tomorrow for an all-new episode.
Thank you for listening to the Cinema Gold Podcast. If you want to become a supporter, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. Follow us on Twitter at cinemagold2 and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/cinemagoldmovies.